everybody. Eric.
Dan, Tools in Action.
Yep. Today we're here. Well, this week we're at World of Concrete, and we figured what better way to actually finish a show.
The biggest chunk of concrete in the world, probably.
That's huge, man.
We didn't do our homework, so we don't know much about the Hoover Dam, but we know we had to come here because a lot of Americans died building this, and, it provides a lot of power, and it was just one of man's greatest adventures, but greatest engineering marvels.
Yeah, I believe it's one of the 7 wonders of the U.S.
Yep, of the world, maybe.
No, I don't think it's part of the world, but I think of the U.S. it is.
Really?
I think.
And I mean, it's beautiful. It's made out of concrete. Eric says it gets stronger every day. We have noticed that the water level is getting really low out here, so we don't know what's going on there.
Yep. But it's pretty cool, man. It's just amazing to see this, and like Dan and I were talking about, it's amazing. I can't actually put my hands around it to be able to create something with this, like the tools that they had back then, as opposed to what we saw at World of Concrete this year.
Right.
I mean, it's just the tools we saw were amazing, and what they actually, how far they've come along.
Yep.
Man, I just couldn't imagine trying to build something like this thing back then.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people died. Cool. A lot of people died, you know. And
a lot of hard work went into that.
But it's beautiful.
So,
it's America's treasure. It's well guarded. There's security at both ends.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
So what'd you like about the show?
Well, we went to World of Concrete. That's why we're here.
Yep.
But what did I like about World of Concrete? Well, I like Johnson's new lasers. Those were pretty cool. Husqvarna.
I could not believe how big Husqvarna is.
Yeah.
Husqvarna is a huge company. I never knew they had such a big foothold in concrete.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, Husqvarna is got concrete written all over them.
Oh, yeah.
They got cutting saws, demolition equipment, robotic demolition equipment, so you can send in a little backhoe to tear stuff up. In fact, during the Japanese tsunami, they sent some out to that nuclear power plant, to actually help clean up without getting radiation for the workers.
Yeah, because it's all electronics. So it works off of Bluetooth, so they sent that in. You didn't have to actually send a worker in there and expose them to anything.
No, exactly. And I mean, it was amazing. You know, they really did a lot. We saw DeWalt. They had some new stuff. They had, their Perform and Protect technology, basically the large angle grinder that when you bind it, it automatically shuts off, preventing it from, ripping your arm off.
Yep.
They also had a lot of attachments that go along with that dust vacuum that we recently did, which I can't believe that you could hook that dust vacuum up to a big 40-pound SDS, and
how much it actually sucks out of
up.
It, man.
Yeah,
it really keeps it clean.
Yeah, DeWalt. We saw a lot of that at the show. Everybody's concentrating on being clean. Hilti had a lot of that.
Yeah, what I really noticed at the show was how much they're really protecting the worker. The T30, A36 was the Hilti was very cool. So when you're actually drilling, if you hit rebar, the tool will turn, but it actually shuts it down. DeWalt had that angle grinder. As soon as that binds, it shuts it down. Yep. And then I've noticed a lot of these companies are using these vacuums, like you're talking about, these HEPA vacuums, and it's amazing to see how much dust they actually collect. So the actual user's not actually breathing that stuff in, having to worry about any of that.
Right, not like when they built this.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, there was no OSHA, there was no nothing. So these companies are all compliant. They're all, saying, hey, how can we help the user? How can we, make this stuff better? Especially Hilti, drilling those holes like they did without
that
hollow drill bit. Who would have thought of a hollow drill bit that as you're drilling is sucking out the dirt?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about blowing and brushing.
Yep,
and all
you got an exact
stuff.
depth right there. Boom, hole's clean. Put in your adhesive. Put in your anchor, and you're set to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to save construction companies untold amount of labor and
the time saving, and then knowing that it's done right. You don't have to worry about, okay, did they blow it out? Was it brushed right or anything like that? Done.
Right.
Go on to the next hole.
I mean, they had some new jackhammer technology there. I mean, just some great stuff. Some laser surface imaging technology. I mean, that
was cool. That was pretty cool.
It would be fun to have Hilti come out to the Hoover Dam for a day and just show off some of that stuff. Wouldn't that be cool just to go through the Hoover Dam and see what's in there?
Really cool.
But this place is huge. It's crazy. We'd love it. Who else did we see? Makita. They had a 4-stroke concrete saw there.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I couldn't believe how quiet that is. It's nice just having the one gas can. You don't have to worry about the compression, or anything like that.
Right.
Just pull, nice and easy.
Right.
So
we saw, that's about it. We're writing it all up. I'm just kind of in awe right now, you guys. Just this place,
First time we've been here, and it's pretty cool.
So we're going to go enjoy it and learn a little bit about the dam and share it with you guys. And don't forget to check out toolsinaction.com, and don't forget to subscribe and
to our YouTube. And then we're going to have a little giveaway in a little bit based upon, well, we'll talk about that later.
All right,
So just can you give us a wow before you leave?
What?
Can you give us a wow?
A wow?
Yeah.
All right, wow.
You guys will get that later on.
Tools in Action. FYI, that's Nevada.
I always hit mark on this,
Arizona.
so I don't know what
Shut
that
up,
means.
Eric. We're on camera.
Don't tell me shut up. I'm gonna take you out to the desert and leave you,
Hey,
dude.
guess movie of the world.
I think I just learned it on a plaque over there. That's
Okay.
why.
Yeah, Eric
So-
doesn't read. Whoa. That was crazy. Concrete. There's Eric talking to Ash the Builder, Tim Carter.
Hey!
There he is, famous.
Yeah.
Famous. There's Eric
Yeah,
trying to
we
be
gotta
famous.
get your autograph, man. No.
You guys kill me.
We love AskTheBuilder.com.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ready?
Yep.
What's up, everyone? Damn Tools in Action 2013 World of Concrete. We're here with Makita and their new 4-stroke concrete cutting saw. As you can see, it's running right now and you can't even hear it. Check it out, Eric.
More power with it, right?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Dan.
I'm Eric.
And today we're talking about the Ford Mustang. And what's so cool about the Ford Mustang? It's awesome at off-roading. Hit it. So what do we like, dude? Rental cars. They're awesome.